How you doing? I'm Trenius and you're on the infamous Living Room Network. Thank you so much for tuning in, wanting to learn, and just wanting to be, you know, interested in the topic that we're about to talk about here. Um, we're one, we're cultivating, we're hand in hand, and we rolling. So with that being said, divine powers are always working for us because we're always trying to do the right thing. Ancient rules for success. Ancient rules for success. Um, Oh yeah, I'm pretty much having a really cool, calm, and collective day. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I'm like not very energetic, like to my highest peak, but I'm there still. I just woke up actually, so I took a good nap. As you can see, I got my wave cap on to keep my hair moisturized and all that pretty stuff. Anyway, but I've had a great day so far. I can't complain. Um, you know, just taking life for what it is, step by step, learning, cultivating my inner self, and trying to look at everything in a positive aspect because we are on the 1 month negative free challenge. Okay. Today is April the 8th. We still have some ways to go if you're on that challenge with me. Yeah, so the ancient rules for success. I'm going to tell you something, guys. Not to be bragging or anything. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me for about 1 minute. Okay. Like, I'm a guy who people know me as a pretty gifted guy. I'm a pretty talented guy. Um, I'm gonna tell you the truth behind everything. Okay. Like, I do the 2D design and stuff when it comes down to graphic design, music, inspirational stuff, teaching, blogging, designing websites, you know, it's pretty much everything, like, sports, stuff like that. And a lot of people look at me and be like, man, how you able to do so much stuff, man? You know, how are you so versatile? And one thing I always tell them is, man, sacrifices. Sacrifices, sacrifices, sacrifices. I don't know if you know about any ancient stories, but most of the ancient stories I know about come from like the Bible and stuff because that's how I was raised, that's how I grew up. And in the Bible, man, what they had to do back in the days was, they had to make sacrifices. You know, supposedly they was making a sacrifice to God in order to obtain something that they prayed for or something they thought God spoke to them and stuff like that. But they did sacrifices. Like I can't remember the prophet. I think his name was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Moses. Um he was going to kill his son. He was going to kill his son. Like literally he thought that God had told him to kill his son. He was gonna kill his son, and the Bible states that right as soon as he was about to come down with the knife, he heard an angel or God, and he stopped. And the angel was like, or like God was like, no, don't do that. I was just testing you. Da 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 blah blah. And so like this stuff is real, guys. This stuff is real. Like people think life is some big game, man. Like life is a very mysterious place and it's very magical. Like there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes in higher dimensions and higher realms like that we can't see, and it's real. Like this what we can see in physical reality is not our only reality. Like that's why you go to bed and you have a dream in a whole nother place, but you're not even there. You might have a dream you in China, see all the things in China in that dream. Literally be in China. You've never really even been to China before. This stuff is real. Like the soul in us is so expansive that we can't even comprehend what we're doing half the times while we're doing it. And so sacrifices, like, when like I tell people all the time, man, I had to make a lot of sacrifices to cultivate my talents and my gifts to be the way that I want them to be. Like when I let people know I rap a little bit and all this and that, they be like, damn man, you hot, man, that's dope, man. Oh my god, I do. You are nice. I'm like, man, don't you know all the cold hard nights I had to go through to perfect this craft? Don't you know how much pain had to come with trying to perfect this craft? Don't you know how many tests I failed in school, writing rhymes when I supposed to have been taking a test? Don't you know this stuff has a major effect on my life? I did not make honor rolls in school or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you know this stuff really took away a lot of me? All the stuff I do, it took so much away from me in order for me to, be better at it. So it takes a lot of sacrifices in order for you to succeed, man. Like, sacrifices, man. Like, and so these people in the Bible, man, I guess if you ask me, my opinion is, when they made sacrifices or whatever to the God, I guess they knew the big principle of being broken down and filled back up. We got another prophet in the Bible. His name was Job. Job was a good man. He did everything right in God's eyes. Everything right. For the simple fact that he did everything right, it's like the polar opposite happened. Everything to him happened bad. Like, all the bad things that could ever happen to a person happened to him. Like, he came down with this big sickness, and he had all these boils and stuff on his skin. It's like a big famine had hit him, and he was just on his deathbed, like literally about to die. And he couldn't understand why, because he had done everything so good. It's just the mysteriousness of life, man. It's like the polarity of life, the hot, the cold, like. And so he just couldn't understand why. He had been a very successful guy in all the things that he did, and he came down with this illness. He had this big long battle talk in his mind and with God, and while he was while he was on his deathbed, and I guess he was going back and forth with his consciousness, or his inner self, his inner spirit, which is God within us, you. And he was having this long conversation. It's all in the Bible, Job, the scriptures of Job, man. He was having this conversation with himself, and it's like going back and forth, like, I hate you. God. Why do you hate me? I've been good. Because I have a better plan for you. No, you don't. This is hurting me. This is getting the best of me. This is not right, God. Yes, it is. It's going to be for you. Watch it make. Okay, I understand. Okay, I trust in you. And like, he had to get to the point where he was just like, you know what? I trust it. I trust in whatever this cosmic force, these universal forces, God, the creation. I trust that you knew that I've done good, and you want to do more good for me, because I've done nothing bad. I mean, nobody on planet Earth will ever be as good as these prophets were. Like, they were like almost nearly perfect people. And so at the end of the day, he comes out of this illness, this sickness, and he like gets all these blessings like come his way. Like, he like increases in his livestock, his farm animals or whatever. He gets so many of it. Like, he gets so much more money, finances. It's crazy, man. And like, people don't understand that stuff though. People don't understand that. Like, people don't understand the process of being broken down in order to be built up. That's what you probably going through. If you're going through that, it's meant for you to go through. See, the reason why people don't want to go far is because they know, some of them know that you have to just sacrifice a lot. You have to give up a lot. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose family members. People going to be jealous of you. People going to be envious of you. People going to be want to kill you. Be honest with you. People going to be hating on you for no reason. They can just feel your light. You just radiate, and they just can sense that you do good in the eyes of the Almighty God, and whatever you want to call it. And it's just like, nobody wants you to do good things. Nobody wants you to be. Everybody means you well. Everybody says, hey, go out and conquer the world. The teachers in school tell you, hey, be the best you can be. But when you really actually show that you are doing what you want to be, everybody's going to turn their head on you. Everybody's going to turn their back on you, because that's just what people do. That's just what people do, because it makes them think about themselves and how they should be chasing after the things that they desire. But You know, it's just crazy, man. And so like you gonna lose a lot, man. Man, if you want to be successful, man, you better be ready to be down and out, broken. You better be ready to go through the pit of hell on earth. You know, it feels like that's what it literally feels like. Hell on earth. Everything is happening to you but fire. Everything is happening to you but you being burned up alive. Everything. Nothing's going right. You're doing the right things all the time. You're always looking out for people. You always have the good intentions. You're always the one reaching out for people. You're always the one trying to bring things together, trying to make peace. You're always the one trying to make sure everything is right. You're always the one speaking good stuff into other people's lives. You're always the one holding the door open for other people. You're always the one trying to tell people what to do, what not to do based on what you think and what you've been through. You don't want people to fall in your same trap. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go through all this stuff, man, and like you still gonna be treated like shit. To be honest, is what I really wanted to say. You're still gonna be treated like shit because in order to go up, you gotta go down. You gotta be broken mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. You got to be broken down if you want to go up. The higher you want to rise, you got to be broken down. You got some people out here that want to go up, so they want to carry this superficial attitude, this superficial look, these superficial feelings and make it appear like they're going up, but they ain't going up. They look like they've grew up or they look like they've accomplished a lot because the way they look. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people have went there, but then they got a lot over here that are just fronting, just pretending and just acting, but they don't want to go down. So with that being said, man, just know whatever you're going through, whatever your struggle is, you're going through it because of where you want to go, who you want to be. If you want to be a great person, you want to leave behind a legacy, trademark, you just want to just make the best of yourself while you're here living on earth. What you're going through, if it's struggle, if it's defeat, facing adversities, obstacles, pain, loss of loved ones, whatever it is, man, everything happens for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? This stuff that's happening to you, it's working for you. It's designed to make you burst forward. That's one thing I can say about God. If God find one person with a lot of faith, he'll break you down. He'll break them down. But you know what? He'll cause things around you. He do all that because when he say, I'm going to break this person down and I'm going to build them back up again, what he's saying is, I'm going to burst you forward. It's going to be stuff that happen in your life that upsets you, makes you mad, gets the best of you, make you feel like nobody don't love you, nobody don't care for you or what you doing or anything. Only reason why all this stuff is happening to you, it's not because people really hate you. They don't. There's a powerful, invisible, universal force behind everything. And that has a lot of say-so as to why the things are happening in your life. Which is to help you burst forward. You'll burst forward, man. Nobody be able to stop you. So lean not to your own understanding. Okay? Thank you for watching. Ancient Rules for Success. Read the ancient stories. Read any ancient stories. I don't care from what book it is. You know what I'm saying? Biblical book. Man, read it. You know what I'm saying? Read it and you'll see how most of these so-called significant people in these books, they ain't no different from you. You know, they don't went through hardship. They went through battle. Battle after battle after battle. But you know what they never did? Never gave up. They never quit. One of the prophets or whatever, I think his name was Daniel. He was thrown into a lion's den. All because I think he was smarter and more intelligent and more wise than all the other the higher ups and stuff. And they didn't like that. They didn't like it. They threw him in the lion's den. They threw the man in the lion's den because of hate. We still see some of that stuff happening today because people just hate from their heart. Like they just can't stand another person being better than them. That's sad, ain't it? It's so sad. pathetic. So they threw the man in the lion's den expecting the lions to eat him. But the lions didn't even eat him. And then he rises up out of the lion's den still alive, becomes king, or I think something like that. He becomes a king. You ain't been through nothing that ain't already happened under the sun, alright? Just keep your head up. You keep going, man. That's what it's meant. It's meant to be that way. It's meant to be hard. Okay? So just know that I'm Trenius, and I hope that resonated with you. Ancient rules for success. Thank you so much for watching. We divine. We cultivating. We one. And we rolling. See you next time. Peace.